Welcome guys, fast track tutorial for Bathurst. The track conditions, well, is with the BOP, 2% power for the Ferrari, ERS conditions, 50% track, 23 air, 43 track. Well, you can check whatever, it's just VRS conditions. Yeah, I did quite a long run to prove the setup is stable. No, it's just one hot lap setup. My lap is not the best of the world, but yeah, I not really focus anymore in do a really fast lap on my first lap. Like, it doesn't work that much. So let's go with the lap. Flat out, start. First corner, one of the hardest with this car. Even I'm using pretty high wing. I don't know, probably some people will use lower wing, but for me was on a long run was pretty hard to manage, so I feel comfortable with this high wing. I think doesn't cost too much. So my first place I use for braking is these marks you see on the asphalt. This is my reference. Don't brake too hard because it's so easy to lose the car. So you see, start to braking here, and as soon as you turn in, it's so easy to lose the car. I release a bit too hard the brakes, but the important is don't touch the curve, inside curve, because if not you will go wide or you will lose traction. Keep a bit of be a bit patient with the throttle before go flat out till you see the car, your steering wheel is straight. So yeah, even I lost a bit my rear here, but still. Into the next corner, turn 2. I use as brake reference. This asphalt here is what I use. Don't brake too hard. Try to carry quite a lot of speed. As you see, bam, I brake here. I'm very close to the curve because here is a lot of grip. A bit of trail braking into the corner, and as soon as you are in the banking, just release brake and you can floor it so early. So be focused to don't overshoot this corner. Try to get a smooth entry. Very fast on the throttle. Also don't try to overtake there around the outside, doesn't work. Next corner, I use more or less the edge of the, the corner, like the wall here. You see, as soon as I enter into the corner, and I go pretty wide, but not too much, because here you get off camber, and very early, here there is like a lot of camber into the corner, so it's very important don't enter late, because you get a lot of grip here. Eat a little braking to don't lose the rear, the car can be a bit unstable. And bam, very early on the throttle. Look how early I'm on the throttle, because a lot of people lose so much time here. It's very important be early on the throttle because it's all the uphill is coming. So it's so much grip on the inside, so be sure you don't miss this corner. And as you see, I take quite a lot to floor it, 100%. I straight up the wheel, and now I go 100%. It's pretty easy to lose traction here on the inside left wheel, like gets in the air and start to spinning and you lose time. So you need to manage the throttle pretty good and also the line, and try to open the steering wheel very early. I'm here. Now you move a bit to the, don't go into the wall, sacrifice a bit. So now you can go straight without forcing the tires and forcing the traction. Flat out here, just go really close to the wall. I upshift on the middle of the corner. Also here I upshift right on the bump. I think helps me a little bit on this bump, the upshift, but nothing very important. Flat out, easy with this car, very easy. And now we go to the right. don't go to the left too much, because we need to be on the outside to get a good line for the next corner. So as you see, I'm leaving quite a lot of gap on the inside here, and we go really close to the wall. We upshift to 5th gear already here, very early, and we go really close to the wall for make this corner easily flat out and don't force the tires. You see, flat out, I even not steering too much. I go to the wall a bit, but it's very easy. I'm already opening the steering here because I want to scrap less speed possible, also not force the tires. And the next corner is a bit more tricky. The trick is don't fully release the throttle. I keep throttle all the way. Even the first lap is a bit unsteady because I'm using quite a high wind, but after 2 laps the car just goes really easily here. And I don't hit the inside curve. You can hit it, but I think it's not optimal because since you wide the curve, so you need to try to be a bit careful with your line. Don't enter too late, don't enter too early. It's a bit tricky because you don't have any kind of, you cannot really see the corner. You need to steer a little bit, later manage. Next one, place where a lot of people lose so much time. Go early to the left, don't stay in the middle because a lot of people stay here in the middle. No, this is not bueno. You need to go to here to the outside, so you break straight line like this. Oh my god, what a professional. So go to the left. Oh. As you see, don't need to be on the wall, but yeah, try to be on the left flat out all the time. And now you have a good line into the corner. You just point to the wall from your camera on board. You are just pointing to the wall here. And that's all. Now you are ready for brake with the car pretty straight. As you see, brakes, I straight up the wheel a lot. I keep brakes, release a little bit because there is a compression here, so you can lose the car. As you see, I'm releasing a bit, but once you pass the compression and you steer a bit more, you brake again hard and you try to keep it. Here I did a mistake, but you try to keep it a bit more tight to the left. Yeah, I overshot a little bit this corner, sad. And later you need to go point to this wall, inside wall. And because I missed my last corner, as you see here, I'm going pretty wide. So a bit pocho. I should be more on the inside. Later I will put another lap where I do more decently this corner because this one was a bit pocho, but you get me my idea. Left, later here a bit more on the left if it's possible, and here just keep your car as much as you can on the right side to go into this corner. My car should be a bit more on the right, so you can carry a bit more speed into the dip. Into the dip, just don't brake too hard. Like once you are here, is just release the brakes. Wait for the car gets the compression to go flat out. And next corner, another corner, a lot of people lose so much time. So first, don't brake too hard here yet, because you can lose the car. You can carry a lot of speed till pretty late, because people tend to brake very early. Oh. And now, just touching a little bit the brakes, really close to the wall, but yes, you cannot brake hard because you're gonna lose the rear, and also you don't want to lose so much speed anyways, because once you straight up the car, you start to brake harder. You go into the inside even I opening a lot too much, but you even can have here a little more line to the middle, it's no problem. Important is go to the inside pretty early because here is the grip. And don't overshot this corner because you need a good exit. Look how early I'm on the throttle because it's the big straight coming up, so it's very easy to overshot this corner. I try to be really smooth. Already here I'm off the brakes, and you see I spent a bit of time out of inputs because I brake a bit too early, but it's fine. Just you need to be sure you get a good exit, and as you see I slow down enough, flat out on the exit, and now this corner also very easy to lose time. Around the 150 board I brake. Don't touch the curve, don't go wide because you can lose so much time in this corner, because you need good corner for the right hander with exit. And the next corner also very complicated. Here is pretty tricky. I would say use the 100 meters board. I also, but this is not good when you are behind someone. I also use the small marks you have in the asphalt here, but you almost cannot see it. So yeah, it's better to use the 100 board. Don't brake too late, and start to steer pretty a little bit, and steer the car with the brakes. Don't brake too hard because the car will go straight. I missed the corner a little bit also. So yeah, the lap was not great. Probably you can do with this a 3, but yeah, I'm not the best driver in the world, especially on this track. It needs a lot of skill, and I don't have that. So yeah, I missed the corner, Pocho. That's it. Actually, I want to show you a lap where I did a pretty decent downhill, because this one was a bit bad. Probably in this lap was better. Yes, this is better. Inside. Now here, properly on the inside. And now I can get a good line. You see? This is how you do it. Very tight. And now, bam, into the dip. You press the brakes here to just the weight transfer, so you get a bit grip on the front, and you can steer here. That was just better. Okay, all this dip. Bam. Car works good in long run. Hopefully the pace is decent enough. And as you remember, well, that's it. Thank you, Dr. Pablo Setup Shop, for sponsor this video. And just the tier 3 or the YouTube subs can get the setup, the telemetry, where you can check the laps, you can check the setup is legit, and you can compare yourself, my laps, with your laps, to see where you lose time, and all these kinds of things. Thank you for watching. Enjoy Bathurst 2024.